Hello friends, from today the marathons are starting for BFM. BFM is, now you have BFM next week, next Sunday, you mean this Sunday and next Sunday. Sunday or Saturday? Sunday only, yeah. So next Sunday you will be having BFM. Difficult one, isn't it? For that we are starting the marathons from today only. Also we have started our paid batches. So join the paid batches also. Just today only they have started. All the numericals are covered in that. So don't miss the paid batches also. Okay. So join the paid batches and join the YT series also. Share it with your friends. Like this video first. What I will be taking over here? I will be taking LC flow. Total LC flow. Module A. Here. It's totally about module A. Mini marathon module A. This week we are covering all module A, B, C, D. Then next week A plus B and plus other numericals also. So follow the complete schedule. Same time every day. Okay. So today I will be covering module A. What will I be covering in module A? Sure, complete module A can't be covered. Obviously. What will I be covering? I will be covering the topics related to Forex. Forex, numericals, then LC flow, then various bodies. Some bodies I will be covering. So it's a full power pack session for you and follow it till the end. Again I am telling you, share it with your friends. Share it on all your social media platforms. Like this channel. Don't miss this. Okay. So let's start. Knew the concept. That's important. See here, what is given? Look at it. Today's date is given as 4/6/2016. Okay. Find the forward purchase contract rate. USD 5 lakh. Delivery third month. See this. It's mentioned that delivery is third month. Full month. You don't know when it will be. Full month means it can be in on the second also, third also, fourth also, up to last day. Not exact last day, one day before. Third month. If USD INR spot rate is 48.7850, 7950. Premium for 1 month is 2030, 2 month is 4050 and 3 month is 6070. So this is the premium and this is the basic given. Now you have to find out the rate in the third month. In the third month. Here, one thing I will tell you regarding this buy low sell high. Whenever you are dealing with any month, okay, whenever you are dealing with any month, whenever you are dealing on first day or the last day, first or the last day, that last day can be anything. That last day can be 30, 31 or if it's February then 28, 29, whatever it is. On these two dates, you will never use buy low sell high. Never. Never use buy low. I'll just write short form. Buy low sell high. BLSH. Okay. Never use BLSH. Whenever you're dealing on first or the last day of any month. Whenever you're dealing on between second to this last but one day. Whenever you're dealing anywhere, use this. Use buy low, sell high. What do you mean by this? But buy low means, see, it's a normal business. Whenever you do any business, you'll always try to buy anything at lower rate and sell it at a higher rate. That's what is followed, isn't it? So this logic is used in Forex also. Forex is also what? Forex is also commodity. What is the dollar commodity? Whenever I buy the dollar means what? Dollar is in and I give rupees to that whomever I buy. Okay? Or whenever it's the reverse thing, dollar is sold, whatever it is. So reverse transaction happens. So understand this, dollar is after all like buying the vegetables. Whenever you go to the vegetable shop, you buy the vegetable, you give the rupees. Same logic over here. You buy the dollars, you give the rupees. Simple. So, buy low, sell high over here. So, let's move ahead. Now, in this case, you got this point, everyone. On first and the last date, you will not use buy low, sell high. In between, you will use buy low, sell high. So, now let's move on. Now, what is asked over here? You want it in the third month. The third month means what? In the third month. So, mark this here. This is the spot rate. Everyone pay attention now. This is the spot rate. Spot means today. Spot. Now you want third month. So third month means what? Starting of third month to ending of third month. I'll just write it here, third. Starting of third and ending of third. Now starting of third month means what? Starting means 1. And ending of third month, let's say 30th. We don't know. Let's say 30th. So it's mentioned in between, means full month. So we are dealing over year. So we'll be using buy low, sell high over here. Now what is the starting of third month rate? So always remember, starting of third month rate is ending of second month rate. End second month. Whatever is the end second month rate is starting of third month rate. So over here, whatever rates are given, these are all the rates given at the end of the month. End. This is end. And this is also end. This is third month end. See, this 3 month means third month end. So this 60-70 rate, forward purchase we want. Purchase means buying. So this 60 will be over here. Third month end. Okay. And here what will be the rate? You tell me in the comment section. What will be the rate? It is second month end. So 40. So it is always point and point. What is the spot rate given? Spot rate is 48.7850. 48.7850. This is your spot rate, right? Because you are doing buying, purchase. Now what will you do? Here, this currency is in premium or discount? 20-30. So this currency is in premium. Whenever you have right side bigger, it is called as premium. Whenever you have left side bigger, it's called as discount. This already I have covered in other lectures also. So 20-30, this is premium now. Premium means what? Whenever you have a currency in premium, you'll always add, plus. So you'll always add. So what will I do? 48.7850 plus 0.4. So give me the answer for that. 48.7850 plus 0.4. I'll also do it with calcium only, man. Isn't it? So always use this point starting from here. Okay. 0.4. Don't use this point at the end. Use it below 78, not below 50. So do it, everyone. What is the answer? 48.7850 plus, what is this? 0.4. 0.40. So it is 49.185. 49.185. And over here, 1850 it will be. So 185. What about this? So 78 plus 60. So it is something, 18 means 38 it will be. 49.385. Right? This will be the answer. Now you have to do buy low. Buy low means buy at a low rate. You are doing buying. So which is the low rate among these two? So you will be using this rate. This rate you will be using for this transaction, entire transaction during this month. Now understand one point. This is used when? This is used when you don't know the exact rate. If they give you the exact rate on that transaction date, whatever, suppose if third month, 10th, the transaction is happening. And if they give you on 10th, the rate is this much. Then you will not use buy low, sell high. Not use. Kindly note, buy low, sell high is used only when you don't know the exact rates on that transaction date. Okay. So this is very important point from your exam perspective also and from your knowledge perspective also. Okay. So this was it about buy low, sell high. I told you I won't be solving. Just solve this. Solve this. I'll give you the answer also if you want. See, the rate will be 48.7850 plus 40. This, so 49.1850. Here, commission is not added. TT rate is not added. It's just a simple buy low, sell high concept. That's why I have not added anything. If there is a commission or if there is a TT margin, that will be subtracted in purchasing. Whenever you purchase anything, exam. See, basic rule remember. When the settlement of funds and exchange of currency takes place, means these are the names. See this, TOD or cash. Here we also call it as ready. See this. It is also called as ready. Cash, or some books write it ready also. READY. Cash ready or cash rate or TOD rate. Okay, all the three mean one and the same. So what do you mean by this? It means that, see here, it's very simple transaction. I will give you something, you will give me something. That's the basic meaning of settlement. Means what? Example, let's say, if you go in the vegetable market, okay? In vegetable market, what do? We give money to that vendor and that vendor gives us vegetables. What do you mean by settlement? See, X buyer and seller, right? So buyer will give rupees, and seller will give any commodities. Here, whenever I say vegetables, it means it is a commodity. So any commodity. So now this commodity, if you replace this vegetables with dollar, or if you replace this with gold, if you replace it with the stocks, shares, anything is one and the same. After all, it's a commodity. So buyer will give rupees to the seller and seller will give that commodity. Now when this settlement takes place here, when the settlement is immediate, means I'll give you money, you give me that commodity immediately. Then it's called as cash ready or TOD. Same day, it is also called as ready. Okay. Second, Tom. Next working day. Understand this word working. When you are working, that's called as working day. Means what? Simple example I'll give you. Means suppose if I am having, let's say I am doing the settlement today on Monday. So next working day is Tuesday. So Tom will be Tuesday. Okay. But if now tomorrow is Tuesday and tomorrow is, let's say, holiday, in that case what will happen? Then the Tom will happen on Wednesday. So next working day. So Tom next working day. Okay. Working. So remember, depending on holidays. Okay. Next spot. Second working day. Now look at this. Second working day. Don't get confused between next and second. Okay. Don't get confused. Next means immediately next. Second means day after tomorrow. See here, it means day after tomorrow. Day parso. In Hindi we call it parso. Day after tomorrow. Right? So that is second working day. Okay? And any day after this is called as forward. Means if it is second. Now if it is third working day, then it means forward. And third, if it is fourth, then again forward. If it is fifth, then again forward. If it is 1 year, again forward. So any day after the spot is known as forward. Any day after the spot is known as forward. Got it? Everyone clear? Let's take few examples. If next or second working day is a holiday in either of the two countries, then the settlement will take place on the next day. Okay, next day means next to that holiday. So what does it mean? Suppose if I am doing it Monday, transaction on Monday. So settlement is, let's say, Tom. So settlement will be on Tuesday. But what happens? Tuesday is a holiday. Either in any of the countries. Remember, either in any of the countries. It can be on the buyer side also, it can be on the seller side also, both. So settlement will take place on Wednesday. Okay. Next working day, next day. Okay. So next day means, again here it means next working day, because if in sometimes it may happen Tuesday is also holiday, Wednesday is also holiday. Then what? Next working day. Got it? For example, spot deal is struck on 23rd of December. 25th is a Christmas day and 26th is a Sunday. Under such circumstances, value date of the transaction will be 27th. Right? So 23rd I have struck the deal and it is spot. So remember, spot means what? Spot, second working day, 24th, 25th. But 25th is a holiday. So 26th is also a holiday. So 27th. Okay. So this is the meaning of this next working day. Always remember it's working. There are two types of rates. One is fixed and floating. What do you mean by this, fixed and floating? Fixed rate means we fix the country fixes the rate. Means, for example, let's first read this. Floating rates are determined by the market forces of demand and supply. Okay? Bharat means India, but we call it Bharat now. I insist you all call it Bharat now. Don't call our country India, call it Bharat. That's the real name. So Bharat switched to floating exchange rates regime in 1993. So we shifted to in 1993 to floating rate. Now what do you mean by this? Floating. See this, fixed rate and floating rate. It means the dollar rate is fixed. With reference to some, means rupee rate is fixed with reference to the currency. Some currency, anything it can be. Generally it is dollar. Okay. There is one more rate concept, that is direct and indirect. Okay, floating and fixed means that rate is fixed. I will say, like presently you are seeing in USA, the gold rates of their currency chest, just check on Google. They have fixed it to $42. Whereas right now the gold rates are around 2000. Means huge. So there's a difference. Coming back, we switched to this floating exchange rate in 1993. There's one more rate system that's called as direct and indirect. Direct and indirect. Okay, indirect. Okay, direct and indirect. Okay, what is direct and what is indirect? Whenever I say, see this, $1 equals to $1 upon rupees. Whenever this dollar and rupees, whenever dollar is above and rupees below in the denominator, then it's called as direct rate. Or you can say $1 equals to, let's say, rupees 85. So who is floating? This 85 rate is floating. So that is called as direct rate. We are following this rate system. There is another rate system called as indirect. Indirect means what? 1 pound. Pound is generally written like L. Okay, and this is below. So 1 pound equals to, let's say, $1.1. So here who is floating? Here dollar is floating, and pound is fixed. Pound is fixed. Okay, so this is known as indirect rate. We have shifted towards direct rate systems. See, what does RBI say about it? See this, import licenses, except for goods included in the negative list, which require license from Foreign Trade Policy in force, Cat-1 banks may freely open LCs and allow remittances for import. Now, what I mean by this? Except for those goods included in the negative list. What is the negative list? Who gives this negative list? Negative list is given by RBI. There are 2-3 lists. One is OGL, Open General License. That is given by ECGC. And a negative list is given by RBI. Along with the ministry only. Okay. So, except for the goods, except if the goods are in that negative list, then you have to take the license approval from RBI. Now, let's say which goods are there. How do we know? The negative list is published. Generally, chemicals are there. Chemicals and all those related to drugs, okay, medicines, because anything can be done. Okay. Even chalk powder sometimes is under negative list, because chalk powder you can ask for anything. There are many cases. So, we are not over here to discuss what is negative list and what is not. You can get it on the RBI website also. Except for those which are there in the negative list, other than those, bank can open any LC. See this, 80 banks may freely open the LCs and allow remittances for import. Other than the negative list, you can do anything. Of course, after the KYC, okay? Otherwise, you don't see the KYC in AML, then there's a problem, okay? While opening the LCs for foreign exchange control purposes only, for foreign exchange control purpose means if it is related to Forex. If it is inland LC within the country you are doing, then what's the problem? Then no nothing, no master circular, nothing. Okay, simple, inland. So for opening the LC for foreign exchange control purposes, copy of the license should be called for. See this, foreign exchange control purpose, copy of the license should be called for, and special conditions, if any, attached to such license should be adhered to. Means whether any this special condition is given by RBI to that importer, because there are many importers to whom RBI gives, you can do deal in only this business, not in others. So that's what you'll have to check, whether any special condition is given. So for that you'll have to ask for this copy of the license, import license. You'll have to ask the copy of the license. And that copy of the license is also, this is asked in exam, which copy of license is asked? For exchange control purposes copy. For exchange control purposes copy. Got it? After effecting remittances under the license, AD Cat 1 banks may preserve the copies of the utilized license till they are verified by the internal auditors or the inspector. Means once you take the licenses, you have to keep it for your audit, man, isn't it? Everything is for audit in our banks. So if you take any license, you have to keep it for the audit till the auditor verifies it. Once the auditor says okay, then okay. So you have to preserve it up till that. Preserve means keep that license. Okay. Obligation for purchaser of Forex, foreign exchange. In terms of section 10(6) of the Foreign Exchange Management Act, FEMA, any person, now this you don't have to remember, okay? The content is important, not these numbers are important, okay? Any person acquiring foreign exchange is permitted to use it either for the purpose mentioned in the declaration made by him to an authorized dealer Cat 1 bank under the section 10(5) of this act. So this, whenever I come to you for the for purchasing the dollars, if I want dollars, so you will definitely ask me, why do you want dollars? So there I'll give the declaration. Let's see, I want this for purchasing. Let's say I want to import some machinery from UK, machinery from USA, anywhere. So that I'll mention. So I can use it for that purpose, or see this, that is number one. This is number one, for the purpose mentioned in the declaration, or use it for any other purpose for which acquisition of foreign exchange is permissible under the said act or rules or regulations framed thereunder. What do you mean by this? See here, if I take from you foreign exchange, let's say I take from you $1 lakh and I say I want to purchase this machinery. Okay, so that is permitted, point number one. The second point means I have that $1 lakh, but I don't want that machinery. That machinery is cancelled, deal is cancelled. So what do I do with that $1 lakh rupees, $1 lakh? So that $1 lakh I can use it for any other purpose. But kindly note, any other purpose permissible under the said act. It should be permissible. Again, authorized transaction only. Kindly note, not only first purpose, I take the money for machinery, but I don't purchase that machinery. Some transaction gets cancelled. The seller says, I won't sell, or I am getting a cheap machine later. So why should I buy it from there? Or I am getting some parallel arrangement. So why should I buy? So I can use that $1 lakh for any other purpose which is allowed under the act. Allowed, very important. Where the foreign exchange acquired has been utilized for the import of goods in India, AD Cat 1 bank should ensure that. Suppose if I say that I want this $1 lakh because I want to purchase the machinery or any goods. So if I say that, then what you should do as a bank, you should ensure that. What you should ensure? The importer furnishes the import of evidence of import. Means what is evidence of import? That the goods have come into our country. That is bill of entry. Exchange control copy of BOE, bill of entry. Okay, bill of entry should be produced. Exchange control copy. Remember, this is also important. ECC we call it. ECC copy, exchange control copy. Postal appraisal form means what is this postal appraisal? This is used when I bring the goods through post. If I bring to ship, air, any other, I'll get this bill of entry. But if I bring it through post, then postal appraisal. And customs assessment certificate, customs will assess it that this value is so much, these are the goods, they will give me the assessment. And satisfy himself that a goods equivalent to the value of the remittance have been imported. Means I have taken $1 lakh from you. Okay, taken means here, it's not a loan. I have just given you some rupees and taken $1 lakh. So whenever I am having that foreign exchange with me, I can't use it in illegal ways. I have to use it in legal ways, as mentioned in the earlier slide. And you have to check that I have used it for the said purpose or any other legal purpose. And for that, you need to get this bill of entry or any proof, isn't it? Postal or this customs, okay? And satisfy himself that the goods equivalent are brought in India. That is very important, okay? In addition to the permitted methods, now means how can I make the payment? In addition to the permitted methods for payment of imports, whenever I am having some import, I'll make the payment. How do I make the payment? I'll transfer it to that foreign country account of any person through SWIFT, isn't it? I'll transfer it through that. I can personally go there. I'm going to that country. I'll carry the dollars and give them. I can pay it through credit card. So all the ways are possible. Okay, I can send it through TT. So all these ways are possible, but now what is said over here? In addition to means all the ways which I told you, credit card, TT, going there. In addition to that, payment of the import can be made by way of credit to non-resident account of the overseas exporters maintained with a bank in India. Means if that customer, foreign seller, is having some account in India, so in that case, what will I do? I'll credit it to that account. It's that simple. It's the simplest way. I'll do that only, isn't it? In such cases also, AD Cateran Bank should ensure that compliance with the instructions contained in the sub-paragraph 1 and 2 above. 1 and 2 above means that this is 1 and 2 above. This is to satisfy himself that the goods are brought in, and one is about this. Okay, this one, the first one which we saw it. Okay, so it is used for the legal purpose only. So this was it about purchase of Forex and payment. The TT buying rate for inward payment of USD 2,50,000. You have to find this buying rate. You have to find out. If the interbank rate is given as 49.020002 and margin to be charged is 0.08%. So now what is given? Remember, I'll move fast on this. Remember, in any Forex numerical, you have to follow 3 points. What are the 3 points? Whether you have to first buy or sell. Buy or sell. First, you have to decide that. Then second, you have to decide on forward margin. Forward margin. Okay. Then third, you have to decide on TT margin. TT margin. TT means telegraphic transfer. TT margin, or we call it exchange margin also. So you have to decide on these 3 points in any Forex numerical. So remember this by heart, by heart, by heart, by heart. Any Forex numerical, these 3 steps should be there. Okay. So let's look at it one by one. First one, what is given? Inward payment. Whenever you are told inward payment, it means dollar is coming in. If dollar is coming in, you have to buy. Kindly note, see this I have shown over here. If dollar is coming in, this is USA. Dollar is coming in from, let's say USA. I am giving example. It is coming in from USA. So it is coming to the customer, and then customer is selling it to the bank. So you are buying in, always remember, in inward remittance. Reverse is also true. If dollar is going out, you are selling it. Okay. So clear this term. Inward remittance buying, outward remittance selling. Very simple. So here what is given? Inward payment. So what will you do? You will do buy or sell. You will do buy. So first step is solved. Second, forward margin. What is given? The funds are coming in right now, today only, spot. So funds are coming in spot. So interbank rate is given as 49.0002. Margin is given 0.08. And in exam, to confuse you, kindly note, to confuse you, they will give you this rate also. 1 month and 2 month rate. They will give you. 1 month rate is given as 20-30, 2 month rate is given as 40-50. These are the forward points. Okay, these are the forward points. So they'll definitely give you this. And many of you will get confused in this. You will say, okay, forward point is given, so I'll take this one. इसका कुछ तो काम होगा ही ना, पक्का होगा, दिया है मतलब कुछ तो होगा ही. Something will be there. I'll take 1 month, 2 month, then I'll take something like buy low, sell high. I'll do something like this. Remember, it is a trap. This is a trap. Remember this, you won't get this knowledge anywhere. This is a trap. Okay, you buy low, sell high, you have to use whenever you are doing any transaction. Check the first video. Whenever you are doing the transaction in between the month, your exact date is given today only. So no buy low, sell high, nothing. Simple transaction, dollars have come in, you have to follow the spot rate. So what is the spot rate? 49.0002. Which one will you take? Always remember, in any Forex, this right side is always sell, left side is always buy. So this is buy. So you'll be using buy. So here you'll be using 49.00. See this, I've used it. Bank will buy. So apply the rates 49.00. So now come back to your basics. The basics say that forward margin. So forward margin over here is 0. There is no forward margin. Why? Because we are doing the transition on the spot. This is what you need to understand in the paper. Where I have to use the forward margin, where I don't have to use the forward margin. Whenever you are doing any transaction on spot, never ever use the forward margin. Never ever. Okay? Whenever you are doing the transaction for the future, at that time use the forward margin. Second step clear. Third step, TT margin or exchange margin. It is given. See this, margin to be charged is 0.08%. So what is to be done with this margin now? This margin is very simple. See, I have given it over here. Remember the word sale, S-A-L-E, sale. So whenever you sell anything, you'll add. It means what? Reverse is also true. If you buy anything, you'll subtract the margin. Isn't it? S-A-L-E, sale. Selling is adding. So whenever you'll buy, you'll subtract. What are you doing over here? Are you selling or are you buying? Buying. So you'll subtract. See this? For buy, subtract the margin. So 49.00 into this margin. This is given in percentage. Multiply this percentage with the rate 49.00 into 0.08%. So it will be 0.0392. This is the margin in rupees. You have to always find the margin in rupees. Kindly note, sometimes in exam, they will directly give you the margin in rupees. 0.05 paise, 0.5 paise, something, anything. At that time, you don't have to do this step. This step is not required at that time. If it is already given. Because you are already given this rate. So now you have got this rupees. So this TT margin step is also done. All the 3 steps are done. So now your problem is in the final stage. Do it then. 0.0392, you have to subtract it. Subtract this 0.0392 from 49. Why 49? Because buy. Buy means left side. So subtract it, you will get it as 49.9608. This is the rate. So your question was rate only. TT buying rate. Your question is over. Answer is over. But I'll give you something extra. What is that extra? See this. If they ask you, find the amount to be credited to the account of the customer. Amount to be credited means what? Here. Simple. Logic is very simple. I am buying the dollars. See, this is over here. This is the bank and this is the customer. Okay, customer. So if bank is buying the dollars, see who is giving the dollars? This guy. Customer is giving the dollars. So if customer gives you the dollars, bank will give what? Something is to be given. Rupees. So bank will give rupees. So rupees will be credited to that customer. So amount to be credited will be 49.9608 multiplied by what is the amount given? 2,50,000. Multiply it. You will get the answer. 12 lakh something. What is this? 122 lakh or 1 crore 22 lakh 40,200. Such big figures. Even I can't read this. Okay. So let it be. Figures can be anything. You solve your problem. Only one concept. I won't cover more than one concept. And that also not beyond 10 minutes now. See here. Today I'll be covering the LC flow, letter of credit flow. Kindly note, LC flow means whenever you do these transactions, business transactions, there are three flows. Okay, whenever you do under the LC transaction, there are three flows. One is LC. LC starts from the issuing bank and goes to the seller. Then you have documents. Documents start from the seller and go to the issuing bank. And then you have money. Money starts from the issuing bank and goes to the seller. Getting this logic? Okay. So LC flow we will be discussing today. So one is LC flow. It starts from the LC flow. Second is documents flow. Documents flow. And third is money flow. Money flow. Okay. So you'll say, what about the goods? Goods are separate. Goods are between these. Goods lie over here. After the LC, goods are moved out. Okay, goods go to the this buyer. That I'll cover it in this second flow, documents flow. Today only LC flow. Only this part I'll cover. These two I'll be covering in the next topics. Okay, next 10 minutes. So move on. Very fast. 10 minutes are there. See here, whenever a business starts, any business, what happens? There is a seller or exporter and there is a buyer or importer. Okay. What is the problem between the two? See here, if they know each other, then no problem. Okay. If they know each other, no problem. But if they don't know each other, here, if you and me know each other, then we'll be doing the business. Okay, you give me something, I'll pay you. Because we know each other, we trust each other. But if we don't know each other, you are in USA, I am in India, Bharat, then how will we trust each other? And we don't know, we have not dealt with each other. In that case, what happens? We go for LC. LC means letter of credit. Now here what happens? This buyer has to pay. See this, what is the logic? Buyer has to pay. But I don't trust that buyer. I am the seller, let's say. I don't trust that buyer. Wow, what do I know whether this guy will pay or not? So in that case, what do? I tell this buyer, oh, sir, I don't trust you. It's very clear, very frank. I don't trust you. You go to your bank, this bank. Let's call this issuing bank. Okay, issuing bank. You go to your bank, issuing bank over here, and get me the LC. Get me the LC. I am the seller. See here, where am I? Where am I in this? I am over here, seller. So I'll tell this buyer, you get me the LC from here to here. I want the LC only then. LC means what? What is LC? LC is a document called as documentary credit. It is a guarantee or the payment guarantee, primary payment guarantee from the issuing bank. What is primary payment guarantee? Here, there are two payment guarantees. One is primary, second is secondary. Primary means what? This issuing bank will say, I will pay you. You send me the documents. Whom is issuing bank saying? Issuing bank is telling me that I will pay you if you give me these 6, 7, 8 documents. What are the documents they will be asking for? So I'll be paying you if you give me these documents. So now I can trust this issuing bank because this is a big bank. I won't be asking for LC from some local bank over here, right? So I'll be asking from big banks like Citibank, HSBC, any bank. So that bank will give me this primary payment guarantee that I will pay you. What is secondary payment guarantee? Secondary means it's in guarantees. If this buyer doesn't pay you, then I will pay you. That is secondary. But LC is primary. So this issuing bank will send me a LC. But what now the problem is with issuing bank also. Issuing bank will say, I don't know this guy. Does Citibank know me? No. Does HSBC know me? No. I am staying in, let's say, some Tamil Nadu or some local, very small village I am staying somewhere. Will Citibank trust me? So what will Citibank do? Citibank will find an agent in the country of this exporter, in my country. So Citibank will send a SWIFT LC to this agent. This agent is called as advising bank. Here, this agent is called as advising bank. Advising means what? Advise. Okay, so this Citibank will find this advising bank over here. So it will issue the LC through SWIFT. It will send through SWIFT. Right now it is SWIFT. Afterwards, SWIFT is going now. In this November, SWIFT is going. November 2025. SWIFT will no more be there. But let's continue for now. So issue the LC through SWIFT to the advising bank. Okay, advising bank. So this advising bank is its agent. Means it is knowing this. Citibank knows this bank. It can be anyone. It can be Citibank India also. Citibank Bharat. Okay, it can be Citibank India. It can be SBI. It can be PNB. Any bank with whom it has a tie-up. So it will send a SWIFT LC. Now what will this advising bank do? What is the role of this advising bank? This advising bank has two roles. What are the two roles? Look at these. Check the authenticity of the LC. It will check whether this LC which is received is correct or not. Means what? What do you mean by correct or not? What do you mean by this word? Correct or not? It means it will check whether the LC received is authentic or not. Means what? Again, there are many questions which arise. Authentic means what? So here it will check whether the LC which is received from the same bank. Same bank. Suppose if Citibank, the LC says LC from Citibank, it will check the authenticity using, there are various codes, there are various systems. Okay? Through which you can, BKE arrangement is there, through the bilateral key arrangement, through that you can check. So it will check the authenticity of this LC, whether it is sent by that bank only, number one, whether it is matching with our conditions, terms and conditions of our country, that also it will check. And next job is, it will take the printout of all the documents and send it to courier. Send it through courier to the seller. This LC, advising bank will take the printout of this LC which is received. Advising bank forwards LC to the beneficiary and collects advising charges. So courier charges, this bank is not doing it for free, right? So this bank will send this advising charges. So this is known as advising bank. So through this route, this LC reaches from the issuing bank to the seller beneficiary. Okay. Now next what will happen? Once this beneficiary receives this LC, now this beneficiary is sure. Beneficiary means what? Here there are three names. One is exporter, beneficiary and seller. All the three are same. Okay. So this seller or beneficiary or exporter will now be confident. Yes, I have a LC from Citibank. I have a LC from HSBC in USA. Now it means I will definitely get the payment. So then he'll start processing the goods, manufacturing. And then these goods will be sent via sea or air, whatever. That I'll cover in the next part. That comes under the documents flow. So what were the three flows? One was LC flow. Second is, but the LC has reached this beneficiary. The LC has reached this beneficiary. Now, what are we going to do? This beneficiary is going to send the documents to this issuing bank, to this importer's bank. Okay. So LC has reached this beneficiary. Now this beneficiary is going to send, beneficiary means seller, exporter, is going to send the documents to this issuing bank. So how will he or she send it? Firstly, once the LC is reached, the beneficiary prepares for the goods. He manufactures the goods and he sends the goods to this importer. For that he requires this. SDF is gone now. Earlier it was SDF. Nowadays we have EDF. Here there are two documents now. Instead of SDF, now we have EDF, Export Declaration Form. EDF. Okay. And Softex. If you are sending the goods, means if you are sending the software, exporting the software, then it's Softex. For any other good, it is EDF form, Export Declaration Form. So this exporter prepares the goods and sends the goods via this ship, generally via ship. Or it can be any other means also. It can be air also, it can be road also, anywhere. Okay. So after sending these goods, he gets something called as EDF. Okay. Now this EDF along with, now look at this. this EDF along with other documents. Now, which are the other documents? The other documents are, see this, remember, it is called as 2I, 2B and PC. These are the 6 other documents, minimum 6 other documents. 2I, 2B, PC. What is 2I? See this. This I have given it over here. Invoice, insurance. Invoice, insurance. Okay. 2B. Bill of lading, bill of exchange. Or it's called as draft. PC. Packing list and certificate of origin. Okay. Now this bill of lading may change. Suppose if you are sending the goods via ship, then it will be a bill of lading. But if you are sending the goods via air, then in that case, it will not be bill of lading. In that case, it will be airway bill. Okay, airway bill means via air ticket. Okay, so that will be under air. Now, next one is, now it can be anything. If you are sending via truck, then it will be truck receipt, anything. So the question is, now these 6 documents have been prepared. Now, who will prepare these 6 documents? Beneficiary will get it from someone here. Out of this again, bill of exchange will be prepared by the seller. He will himself prepare it. Generally, 99% he himself prepares it. If it's via some other party, then it will be different. Then bill of lading will be given by the shipping company. Okay, shipping company. Insurance will be given by insurance company. Okay, separate. Goods insurance, general insurance. Okay. Invoice will be prepared by this beneficiary himself. Self. Packing list will be prepared by the beneficiary himself. Self. Certificate of origin will be given by Chamber of Commerce. Okay. And any other document asked in the LC. All these documents are to be submitted within 21 days, calendar days. Kindly remember, 21 calendar days to his bank, exporter's bank. Now this bank will act either as a forwarding bank, confirming bank, negotiating bank or nominated bank. What do you mean by this? If this bank takes these all documents, prepares its covering letter and just sends it to the issuing bank without checking, that is called as forwarding. That is called as under reserve. When you send the documents under reserve, it means you have not checked the documents and you are sending it like that only. If this beneficiary bank, now if it says that whether this issuing bank pays you or not, I will pay you, confirm on the due date, I will pay you on the due date, then this bank is called as confirming bank. So in confirming bank, what is happening? Say this, guarantees payment to the vendor on the due date. Who guarantees? This exporter bank. So now in confirmed LC, this seller or this beneficiary is having 2 guarantees. One is from this issuing bank, second is from this exporter's bank. Okay. Now negotiating bank. In negotiating bank, what happens? This exporter's bank says that, see, now instead of paying you on the due date, I will pay you right now, immediately. So exporter's bank will pay immediately to this via post shipment finance. We have this post shipment credit, so it will pay via post shipment credit. But it will pay immediately or before the due date. That is known as negotiating bank. Nominated bank means whenever these 2 banks' names or these 3 banks' names are mentioned in the LC by the issuing bank, while preparing that LC in the first Wednesday's lecture, when the issuing bank prepares this LC, in that LC if it mentions the name of this bank, let you do this confirmation through SBI only, and that also SBI branch something, PNB only, then it will be called as nominated bank. So these are the various roles of the same bank. Understand this here. It's like you and me. We over here, we are the same person, but I am somebody's son, somebody's husband, somebody's father. So person is same, but the roles are different. What role you play, depending on that, your name changes. So this bank will then take these documents, do one of these roles and send the documents to the issuing bank. Now issuing bank will check these documents, okay, check these documents and then send the payment. Okay. So that will be covered in the third part. We had covered up to this part. Everyone kindly share this video without fail. Share it first. Share it with your friends. Share it on all your social media platforms. Okay? Share it without fail. And like this video. So earlier I had covered, first topic was LC flow from the importer's bank, issuing bank, to this beneficiary, seller. Then in the next lecture I covered this documents flow from this beneficiary, seller, to this issuing bank. Now we will be covering payment system. Now once the documents sent by this seller, beneficiary, once these documents reach the issuing bank will check those documents. Now when it will check those documents, the point is it will take 5 banking days to check. And within 5 banking days, once it is completed, not final, it can do it before also, but not after banking days. So what happens over here? This importer's bank or this issuing bank, whenever it checks the documents, it has 2 options. Either the documents are correct or the documents are not correct. If the documents are not correct, then no question. Then no question of payment, any payment, right? So then no question of payment over here. Now if the documents are correct, then the issuing bank has to pay. Okay, either pay or give the acceptance. So here we are covering the payment part. Acceptance means what? Net it has to pay someday. Either if it is on site, then immediately. If it is on usance, then after 10, 15, 20 days, whatever is the term agreed. But it has to pay. How will the payment be made? Here, if this issuing bank has direct account, nostro vostro, see this. If this issuing bank has direct account, nostro vostro, with this sender's or seller's bank, then no problem. It will directly debit its nostro and credit it to this vostro over here. If they are having the nostro vostro arrangement, then no problem. See this. Important part is over here, nostro vostro. This is known as nostro or vostro arrangement, anything. Here, what is nostro vostro? Kindly note. Nostro means what? My account with you. Means this bank's account with this bank. My account with you. It depends on from whose angle are you looking at it. If you look at it from, suppose if issuing bank is maintaining an account, let's say this is Citibank. Citibank is maintaining an account with SBI. From the angle of Citibank, it is called as nostro. From the angle of SBI, it is called as vostro. Account is same. Only the point is from whose angle are you looking at it. But let it be nostro, vostro, anything. The transaction is very simple. Debit one account, credit another account. Now, if they don't have a nostro, vostro arrangement, then you'll have the Loro system. Loro. What is Loro? Loro is not an account actually. Loro is a method of payment, system of accounts. So what will they do? They'll find a bank. That bank is called as reimbursing bank. They'll find this bank in which they are having the common account. Both of them are having the common account. So this Citibank will tell this reimbursing bank, let's say HSBC. It will tell this HSBC that kindly debit my account and credit the nostro account of this SBI with you. So net payment has gone, debited Citi and gone to SBI. Net payment has been done. So now there are these two arrangements. See this. One is this nostro vostro and second is Loro. Now we are coming up with the new technologies also. Blockchain technology, once it comes, it will replace many things over here. Many things. Okay. In that case, those 5 banking days are not required. Documents reaching that issuing bank, those are not required. Isn't it? So in that case, that's a separate part. But right now, for your CAIIB exam, this is the main part. Nostro, vostro and Loro. Once the payment reaches this exporter's bank, now this exporter's bank will pay to this exporter. If it has financed it, already pre-shipment has been done, then it will deduct its loan and give the remaining amount to this exporter. If it has not financed, then directly deduct its commission, whatever commission it is, and give it to this exporter. This is the way the payment is being made nowadays. Okay. So importantly remember, whenever we say this payment and this issuing bank, no, this reimbursing bank, kindly note there is a reimbursement arrangement for this. How this reimbursement is made? This reimbursement being made is not that simple. They follow the URR system, URR 725, URR. Okay, they follow the rules of URR 725. In this, what happens whenever there's a reimbursing bank in between, this issuing bank will send to this reimbursing bank something called as RA, reimbursement authorization. It will send reimbursement authorization. What is RA? Reimbursement authorization means issuing bank will tell this reimbursing bank note, some bank like SBI or any bank will claim some payment from you against our LC number so and so. So you kindly pay on the due date, whatever date it is. That is called as RA, reimbursement authorization. Reimbursement authorization is the authority given by this issuing bank to the reimbursing bank to debit its account and credit the account of this claiming bank. This is called as claiming bank or exporters bank. So that is known as RA. Kindly note this RA. Now there is one more part. This reimbursing bank sometimes gives this undertaking based on this RA. It gives an undertaking to this exporters bank. That is called as IRU, irrevocable reimbursement undertaking. Kindly note, confirmation of an LC can be done using this IRU also. There are two methods of confirmation. Okay, one which I had covered it in the documents flow, where this exporters bank will give the confirmation. Second method is based on IRU. If reimbursing bank gives an IRU to the exporters bank, then exporters bank can confirm this LC. So that is known as IRU. Kindly note these two terms. RA is given by reimbursement authorization. I'll write a full form over here. Reimbursement okay, authorization. Okay, this is RA. What is RU? Reimbursement undertaking. I'll just write this undertaking. Irrevocable. Undertaking. Kindly note it is irrevocable. Irrevocable means what? It cannot be, once it is sent, it cannot be cancelled without the consent of this other party. So that is known as irrevocable. Okay. So kindly note, RA is given by issuing bank to the reimbursing bank. IRU, or we call it only RU, both are one and the same. RU is given by the reimbursing bank to the exporters bank. Okay. So that was it for today. Now, before going, let me show you the new batches have just now started. Okay, join the batches ASAP. Join them ASAP because see, BFM is very tough. ABM was okay type, BFM is very tough. Join the batches. Download the Adda 24/7 app. Go here, always download it first and then purchase. Why? Because in the app you are getting 1% extra. Download the Adda 24/7 app. Go to JAIIB and CAIIB. Click on CAIIB June. See this. Here you will see this. Join this case study PYQ revision batch. Okay, join it ASAP. Okay. Once you join this, click on this. Ebooks, mock tests, online live classes, recorded sessions, everything you are getting. So join it ASAP. Okay. Use the code Y432. Never forget the code Y432. See here, I have started the numerical. Just few numericals I have covered. 1 or 2 numericals I have covered in the morning today. Join it right now. Okay. Every day we are taking it for 3 hours. So join ASAP. Okay. So use the code Y432 and look at it. 79% discount plus 1% extra through the app. Okay. Download the app and then you will be getting it. Okay. So let's meet in the classes now. Okay. Bye.